It's never too early to start thinking about how can I make this roster better.
Constant thought.
There are some times, though, and I think we've seen this through the years, where there might be a player that's on the roster that, whether there's a coaching change or his approach to the season, maybe it's a contract year and mentally he's not really where he needs to be, that sometimes teams examine that and think, might need to remove this now in order for us to get where we need to go. And that might be some of the reasons why, Kevin, we're hearing some names this early in the season.
Exactly. Now the starting group for the visitors. Anderson is out there with Hunter. Then it's the Cobra. Then there's the waiter. And it's Jeffries in at the 2.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
Here's Hunter. He had 16 points in the win against the Warriors in Oakland.
And, guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
And typically, he is not the major force in that regard, but good enough to punish a soft defense on that play.
Here's Morgan, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. Here's Hunter. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
Sometimes guys come in with a great mindset, trying to push the action until somebody stops him. Nobody there to do it that time.
The free throw drops for Hunter. Gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. We'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What's the news, David?
Well, Kevin, you know these two teams are pretty even statistically and record-wise. Coach said it'll come down to effort and which side wants it more. Well, we'll see what happens tonight. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. So it really could come down to the coaching matchup.
You know, in terms of talent, these teams really are evenly matched, and that could really force it to boil down to which decisions are made by the coaching staff.
Gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Pass to Terrell. Here's the 3. Gill misses. Here is Jeffries. Here's Hunter. That one, no good. Gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The pass to Hooper. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Passes to Hunter. Pass to Anderson. He kicks it to Jeffries. Can't get it to fall. Gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Skinner covered by Hood. Pass to Terrell. Morgan. No dice on the putback jam. Being well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Here's the break. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense. Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. That one falls. And that's now 7 points for the bodyguard. Hunter's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. And there's the pass to Morgan. Passes it to Gill. Lets it go from deep. Can't hit that one.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Skinner covered by Hood. Shays with the rebound.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Hood drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Hood's got his first basket of the night.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Pass to Morgan. Now the pass to Terrell. Three-pointer. Gill misses. Gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Hangs, and the layup is good.
And right now, the game plan seems to be working.
It looks like this team has finally gotten into the club and found its rhythm, trying their best to pull away.
Kicks to Aldridge. Passes it to Morgan. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Popovich. And just miss after miss right now.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here is Jeffries. Put on the wing. Here's Hunter. The 15-footer, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
He's firing on all cylinders. Has to be happy with his 4 of 5 shooting from the field so far.
Brent, the league playing at a faster pace overall now. Will there ever come a time when every team will play with that same speed?
No, because one team will always be faster than the next. So it's never going to be exacting for every ball club. And as you and I have talked several times, Kevin, you got to play to your strengths. And even though teams are finding more positionless basketball players, some of these guys have attributes to their game where you want to get them in certain positions. That takes time.
It's all about personnel.
It's all about your personnel. And again, putting those guys in the proper place where they can succeed more often.
Here's Jeffries. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside to the left wing. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Inside, here's Hunter. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Pass to Hooper. Over to the left wing. Skinner, guarded by Robinson. Launches a three. The shot, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Nice open look, but it's no good. Jeffrey's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. This one for 3. Drains the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Outside Robinson. The pass to Waters. 6 on the shot clock. It's good from long range.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
Passes to Popovich. 1:53 left in the first quarter. Shoots a fader. Robinson pulls it in, hitting 47% from the field to start things off. Pass to Jeffries. Here's Stevens. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
But it's so nice to have the early lead. This is where you want to stick with what's working until somebody shuts you down.
Yes, that goes in.
That's some good interior passing, and that's how you move it on the inside.
1:05 left to play in the first quarter. Hunter kicks to Jeffries. Pass to Stevens. Three-pointer. Not this time. His first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Just 26% early. And the pass to Aldridge. Pass to Hooper. Here's Skinner. No good on the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Aldridge. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Oh, man, gotta love that pass there. Couldn't ask for a better one.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot, gentlemen.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Robinson. Pass to Waters. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. The Generals got his first 2 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's the visiting team. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their deep.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
Here's Robinson. We've got Q He's out there with Mr. Fundamentals. Robinson is out there with the general. And it's Jeffries in at the 2 guard. With the tip. A terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Here's Rain Man. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Robinson against Aldridge. Robinson down low. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
Here's Rain Man. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's the lob to the hoop. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Robinson passes to Jeffries. He kicks it to Robinson. Pass to Roberts. Outside Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Waters. No good from 18. The general's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Rain Man, guarded by Robinson. Rain Man passes to Aldridge. And there's the pass to Terrell to the left side wing. Gill, good, and Aldridge gets the assist.
It's foolish leaving anyone that wide open from outside the arc. The D has got to be better.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stayed consistent with who you are as a team.
Such a confidence builder to go on the road and be able to dictate the tempo, the style of play, keep your identity. They were able to do that here.
Take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league.
And this is a battle today between 2 teams that really dominated the offensive glass a year ago. And they also convert when they get those second chance opportunities.
Anderson outside. Good on the wing. Passes it to Waters. Shot clock at 6 with the fadeaway. And too long on the shot. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Gill. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver. Anderson against Aldridge. Pass to Terrell. Aldridge with it. From deep. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Outside Robinson. The pass to Waters. Kicks it to Anderson. Outside Hood. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. Here's Rain Man. Passes it to Morgan. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
To the paint, here's Hood. A beautiful reverse layup. Hood's got 4 this quarter.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Rain Man. Outside Aldridge. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Morgan, off target with the jump hook. Gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Robinson against Aldridge. Anderson kicks to Hood. Shoots it up. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Aldridge against Hood. Pass to Morgan. Outside Aldridge. The pass to Terrell. From deep. No good that time.
Just testing out the cannon on that misfire.
Yeah, we've seen him make this shot work, but they can do better. The defense looking at him like a Rubik's Cube. They cannot figure him out. He continues to light them up from the field. More importantly, they're winning.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. So many modern offenses no longer rely on a point guard to initiate the play. Tell us a little bit more. Walk us through that process.
I think a lot of teams, Kevin, are getting more towards motion offenses, almost playing in a secondary break where you've either coming off the score, you're coming down the floor, the point guard gets off the ball, and with all the players moving around and with the multifaceted skill set of your small forward and your power forward who's now playing at the point, distributing the ball, setting screens, DHO. Because of that skill set, you don't really have the heavy reliance on point guard domination with the basketball, setting up every play, and being the only playmaker on the floor. Now you have 3 and sometimes 4 getting that job done.
Gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Skinner, he's covered by Anderson. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
And that's about as easy as it gets. Not many guys are going to blow wide open layups at the professional level like that.
Hood kicks to Jeffries. To Hood, pass to Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hunter. He's got 9. No good there off the double clutch. Here's Rain Man. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
His touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
Hood deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Shea. Here's Hunter. He's covered by Gill. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Pass to Terrell. Here's Gill. The pass to Terrell. Skinner, covered by Hood. Throws it up high.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Being 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Anderson passes to Jeffries. And Anderson kicks to Hunter. Here's Hood. That one off the back iron and out. Gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Here's Rain Man. Pass to Gill. Skinner, covered by Hood. Shot on the wing. Shays with the rebound. Shays has got his 4th rebound in this one. Hood finds Anderson. Lets a floater go. He lays it in.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And simply put, they couldn't score. They never got completely in sync in that one.
This is when you look at the opposition and give them some credit with their defensive effort, just a higher level of energy and focus. They were disruptive.
He's checked in for Anderson. The visitors on defense. Here's Terrell. The teardrop falls in. Rain Man's got 4 points now in the quarter. Being 43% for the game. Passes it to Shea. Here's Stevens. And it's off from three-point range. Gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Here's Terrell, and he drops it in from the low post. Rain Man's got 6 points.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
Back to Hood. That one misses.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Man, what a missed opportunity there. Really just came down to some poor timing.
Skinner, covered by Hood, pass to Terrell. From outside the arc, drills the three-pointer. He's got 9.
The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line or you risk getting burned.
Hood kicks to Hunter. Out to the right wing. 55 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 4 on the clock. The pass to Jeffries. And that time, also a missed shot.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Takes the 13-footer. They get it back. And the basket by Shea.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
16 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Popovich. Misses off the right iron. Here's Hunter. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The away team up by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Doc, what do you think you'll see from them in the second half?
Well, they're moving the ball. They're just playing to the hot hand, and we got to expect that. So let's not let anyone get hot. That would be nice.
Always the coach's mantra. Thanks, Doc. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. Checking out the visiting team. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, they could be ahead in this game if they were taking care of the boards. More possession means more scoring opportunities. A few rebounds either way could decide the outcome of the game. Ultimately, this game will come down to who wants it more.
And That's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. The bodyguard really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Being under 40% all in all for the game. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. They've got Rain Man, and it's Gill in at the 4 slot. Outside Hood for the 3. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Anderson's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Skinner, he's covered by Anderson. Fires top of the key. Hunter grabs the miss.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
From 12 feet out. That shot, no good. And the foul called on the Cobra. That is his first foul of the game. About 33% not happy with their play on that end.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Skinner covered by Hood. The putback. Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, it's like 4 teenagers at home over the summer, just not enough activity. You've gotten your rest. It's time to man up.
Here's Rain Man. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Skinner. Shays with the rebound. Shays has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Jeffries, good. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
We'll get a look here where the shots have been coming from for him.
And this is a bit of a nightmare game for him thus far. Just nothing working, and it has to be affecting his confidence. He just doesn't look like the player he normally is out there, and you can see it in his body language after every missed shot. Boy, this is tough.
Here's Rain Man. 9 points in the game so far. The fadeaway, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Rain Man's got 11 points.
Well, they missed their first 3 shots, and after that maybe they'll get some air underneath their wings a little bit.
Anderson outside. Launches it. And the 3 ball is good. He's got 9.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
Passes it to Morgan. Pass to Terrell. Here's Gill. Over Anderson. Gill misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Offensive rebound. Can't hit from in close. Gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Skinner covered by Hood. Now the pass to Morgan. Out to the wing. Out to the right wing. Here's Gill. That 3 off the mark. Gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Hunter, the pass to Hood. Here's Jeffries. And the 3 off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Rain Man. 11 points in the game. To the inside. Gill. Shays with the rebound. Shays has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Jeffries. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jeffries got 4 points in the quarter.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Right, you're down by double digits. You have to play with maximum intensity just to have a chance to come back. Not seeing it here.
Gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. To the inside. Shays. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
Here's Rain Man.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Count it. Rain Man's got 13 points.
I can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. I'd like to see his guys step up a little more.
Outside Hood. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
Gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Here's the general. Back to Hood. Pass to Roberts. He kicks to Hood. Clock at 6. From deep 3-point range. The shot missing. Pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Hooper. Offline with his 3. Gotten half their shots to drop in the second half. Up to this point, going 7 of 14. And it's Hood in the corner. Passes it to Jeffries. Here's Roberts. Aldridge is covering. Right side Hood. And it's Hood again missing. Gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Rain Man. Guarded by Hood. Free throw line jump shot. Shays with the rebound. Shays has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Hood kicks to Jeffries. Over to the wing. Shoots from the corner. He doesn't hit that one. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
No defender is going to have a shot against that kind of play. He's just too tall to stop that close to the rim.
Hood finds Roberts. Here's the general. Here's Shays, and that's good for 2. Shays has got 5 points now in the quarter. They're looking now at a sizable deficit.
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to really rush the game. And they need to avoid that.
Pass the hoop. Outside Aldridge. Here's Rain Man. He's got 15. Yep, it counts. 10 points for him.
You love it when a big man has those soft hands. Rarely any problem converting that close to the rim.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's checked in for the waiter. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
There's the pass to Waters. Here is Jeffries. Outside Hood. Shoots from the elbow. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Aldridge looking for an opening. Passes it to Terrell. 6 on the shot clock. Popovich passes to Terrell. A 3 ball. Aldridge can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Roberts. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Roberts got his first points of the night.
Bucket earned, out-muscling and out-hustling everybody for the rebound.
Here's Rain Man. 15 points in the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second.
Waters passes to Jeffries. Kicks it to Hood. Looking to get it going. Misses off the left iron.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point. It is so tough to make those kind of shots with the defense draped all over you.
Waters passes to Hood. Trains it from 17 feet out. Hood's got 6 points in the quarter.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Here's Popovich. Off on that one. And so it's the visiting team taking a 19-point lead into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They get a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Hunter is out there with Anderson. Then it's Q, and it's the Cobra, and it's Jeffries in at the shooting guard position. Here's Skinner. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Shooting for the game at 42%. Jeffries kicks to Hood. Pass to Hunter. And the layup's good off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Skinner covered by Hood. We hear a lot about small market teams being anxious about retaining their own star players. Is that overblown, or do you think there is reason for concern on their part?
Do we think that players are not going to get recognized if they play in a small market by the national media, if they're one of the best players?
Well, look Oklahoma City, look at Milwaukee with Antetokounmpo. I mean, they're all getting recognized.
Yeah, I think these ideas have gone by the wayside for a lot of players, and they want the best opportunity for their playing and their best opportunity to shine, no matter where that is. So it's a bit of an archaic argument, in my opinion, Kevin, the way it is that we see guys nowadays, and take the small market thing out about it. There's one market, it's called the NBA.
Mm-hmm. On the free throw, no good. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Skinner, defended by Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Forrest, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Shooting one.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Hood kicks to Anderson, out to the right wing. Jeffries the pass to Hood. Anderson outside. Here's Hunter. He's covered by Gill. Baseline jumper. That's good on the jump shot. And it's 13 points for the bodyguard. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Skinner. Great D that time from Hood.
Well, important to get great balance if you get bumped on your way to the basket. Still something that every player tries to get comfortable with.
Here is Jeffries. The kick out to Anderson. Misses the 3. 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Outside Aldridge. Skinner, covered by Hood, 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Anderson, being at a decent 44% clip here. Pass to Jeffries. All sorts of time. 2 points. That one goes.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Did you ever think, Brent, that we'd see this many players, 6'10", 6'11", 7-footers, handling the ball and shooting like we're seeing them shoot from that kind of distance?
I'm hopeful for it. I've been hopeful for it, and it doesn't surprise me about what the league is. This is a very select group of people that have the right combination of DNA and genetics, and the fact that these guys are more and more capable with their skill set, not a surprise to me, Kevin.
So fun to watch, too. My goodness. To the left side wing. To the middle. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here we go. Finished off the break.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
Over to the left wing. Skinner, covered by Hood. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the pass to Popovich. Over Hood. That one a little long. Gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. He kicks it to Anderson. Outside Hood. From the top of the key, they grab their own miss. Stevens off on the layup. Gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Well, we know that Dr. James Naismith came up with the idea when he was teaching at the YMCA. But as far as skill development, Brent, some feel that maybe in the skill category that the USA has fallen behind a little bit. Do you agree?
I think what the United States is doing on that level between your late grade school years and AAU programs in particular and your high school years, that they're trying to address this issue and get ahead of it a little bit. For years, there was a 10-year or 15-year gap about European players being schooled and being in institutions where they were basically young professionals from the age of 12 to 14 having school and basketball and being at a facility for just those things specifically. The last few years, there's been a lot of concern with players being more adept and more skilled here in the States. The change is coming.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes, a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, the bodyguard.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
The waiters checked in for Q. Gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Hunter kicks to Hood. To the right side. Here is Jeffries. Pass to Shea. And here's Anderson from the arc. Doesn't go that time.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
We love the sneakers these players wear. Now so many different styles. A lot of different signature shoes out there.
I'm not really a sneakerhead myself, Kevin. I didn't really fall down that rabbit hole, but I know some guys in the league, and we've seen photos of their closets at home filled with
hundreds.
Not hundreds. I've seen guys pushing thousands of pairs of shoes. Now that is dedication.
Worth a lot of money.
No doubt about it. And some of the guys, Kevin, don those specialty sneakers in big-time games. And the one guy that comes to mind for me is P.J. Tucker. Lots of play from P.J. Tucker about some of the things that he strapped on last year during the final.
Gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. It's deflected. Here's Hunter. The kick out to Anderson. The high post shot, and the basket is good. Anderson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
Pass to Gill. Pass to Morton. Just 5 on the clock. Over Shaves. They get it back. Tries again. Can't capitalize inside.
Yeah, defense timed that out perfectly. Love the aggressiveness, and then they changed the shot's direction.
Down low. And here's the fast break. And there's the pass to Terrell. Brett, they're always trying to make the All-Star game itself more competitive. Is that an important thing to do?
I don't think overall it's important to do it, Kevin. I mean, it is an exhibition, but I do like the attentiveness of the players over the past couple of years talking about how it is they want to approach the game. It ends up being a high-scoring affair with a lot of highlights, but overall it's not the most important thing for the weekend.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Hood, the pass to Hunter. 1:35 left to play in the final quarter. Anderson outside, 5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Hood. Off target from the wing. Gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Around the world, Brent, we've seen the NBA take a role in helping youngsters learn to play the game of basketball the right way.
So incredible what Basketball Without Borders has done with the NBA junior program expanding itself last year in Treviso for the first time. The NBA doing a combine for EuroLeague players so they can start a database of the older professional, younger professional players playing overseas. It's a global game. Adam Silver is doing a remarkable job of promoting the game, and we're in a great place, Kevin.
Here's Rain Man. "14 feet away. Shays with the rebound. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Outside Hood. Kicks it to Anderson. And that one, good.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
Tonight they have stuck with what they do well, handling all the exterior pressure, and they're likely to come out on top here.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.